Football lovers, Sanbonani, and welcome back to Football Trends. So today I'm going to be giving you some of the latest Kaizer Chiefs news update. But of course, before I dive into the details, if you're new here, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to click the bell notification so that you get notified next time I post a new video. Now, first of all, let me start with the chairman of African Club Association, who is also a president of Young Africans SC. He said he has addressed the calls for Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates to be included in the next edition of the African Football League. Now, the African Football League, which was won by Mamelodi Sundowns, featured only 8 clubs, which was Mamelodi Sundowns, Al Ahly, Iwide Atletico Club, Simba SC, TP Mazembe, Enyimba, Patro de Lona, and Esperanza. So definitely it was originally meant to be a 24-team tournament, but the Confederation of African Football, they decided to trim it to 8 in the pilot edition based on the highest ranked teams in 8 regions via the official performance based on ECAF club ranking system. And it brought out plenty of criticism with the likes of Zamalek, Raja Atletico Club, the Soweto Giants, and even a club yakhe president, which is Young SC, being overlooked. So he addressed going into the next edition of the event after Sundowns and over 70 million rands in winnings in the pilot year. So this is what he said. To be honest, sponsorship is the number one thing. If you ask me what will be the best important part of football, if I put aside players, the next thing will be money. Those two go along, he said when he was asked by DStv Times at the event in Sutton. He further said, you can't have all those players performing if there's no money, and you cannot have the engagement from the public if you don't get results. So the best teams, the best performers come with money. The best performers come with fans. I saw the engagement on AFL last year. They picked 8 teams, a very good starting point of CAF. It was a very good starting point of AFL, but I heard the information they will have 24 instead of 8 teams in the next one. So 24 is a big number. I know the continent has more than 500 clubs, but from 8 to 24 is a big number, and that can be able to pull the biggest teams in Africa. Young Africans is one of them. Without a doubt, we will have to be there because of our performances and our fan base, and it will amplify the entire tournament. President Young, and he also asked Uguti ama teams amakhulu like Amakosi and the Buccaneers, those are the biggest clubs with biggest fan bases, so definitely it is essential to have them. But he did warn Uguti perhaps only 2 representatives from each country can be included. He said, in South Africa, Mamelodi Sundowns, talking about the levels, yes, they deserve to be part of that, but you cannot run away from Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates. They are 2 teams with the biggest number of fans in South Africa. I was here for the previous derby in November. I was here, and being at FNB Stadium with a 90,000 seater fully packed, it was an amazing thing. We would love to see that. We would love to see our stadiums fully packed 100%, and it's not for free, huh? The fans were paying. I was invited, I didn't pay. The rest paid. 90,000 people paid, and we want to see that in football. We want to see African Football League capturing the moments of Africa. We've seen a lot of investment coming through. Whoever played that got $1 million from that get-go. It started in the quarterfinal, they got $1 million USD. That's a huge amount of money just to play 2 games and get eliminated. But we want to see the engagement of the public, and that requires the biggest teams to participate in the tournament. And we do love to see the biggest teams participate, even though there's a number of big teams in Africa. So if you guys are making noise for Kaizer Chiefs and Pirates to participate, remember there's Mamelodi Sundowns here. They will be there from South Africa. That's too much, hey? There's others that would love to see AFL happening in their country. I have a lot of faith and respect for CAF decisions when it comes to those tournaments and selections, and they will be very wise to choose the biggest teams to participate in AFL, especially with an increase to 24 clubs from 8 last year. So Nezwela Mbuyeli, the wishes of a president, he wishes that Kaizer Chiefs can be included to the next AFL league. So definitely Mbugeli, this could be a great experience for your Kaizer Chiefs and its players to play wide, play with different players. Maybe there's something that might change in them, because I remember last in Jogoba Edmilson Dove went back home to play for his national team. When he came back, he was fire, and he's still fire. So definitely I think this will be a huge boost for your Kaizer Chiefs if they do get selected to play in the next AFL. But we have to be honest, guys, the chances of Kaizer Chiefs being selected, they are very slim, especially with the performance, because Master to Bega log table, we have Mamelodi Sundowns at the top, and then going down a little bit further we do have Orlando Pirates, and then the Kaizer Chiefs, I think they are currently sitting at number 8. So chances of the Kaizer Chiefs being selected, even though it has like the biggest fan base and president wishes that it could be selected, chances are very slim. So definitely we might see Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns being picked. But again, Bugeli, let me just ask a friend of mine what he thinks about this whole situation. Okay, let me just make the call. Hey, my friend, how are you?
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm fair too. So, there's something about the president there, young SC. He has asked Tuguti, Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates, and Mamelodi Sundowns, they should be selected to this next African Football League, because currently I'm sure it was 8 teams, so now it has been extended to 24 teams. So he's hoping the teams like Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates, they can be included. So I just want to know real quick from you, Gutiwena, what do you say and what do you think about this?
Okay, my honest opinion is like it's not all about the history, because it's not all about the history, it's not all about the fan base, but you have to look at the current situation, with what's going on Kaizer Chiefs and also Orlando Pirates. In terms of performance, there's too much inconsistency. Both of the clubs, like, they are not performing very well. So we'll be doing them a favor if we say, okay, because they are the biggest in South Africa, and then they must form part and parcel of the African Football League. It's not all about that. We have to look at the log table. As a CAF Champions League and CAF Confederations Cup works. It's not all about which club is the biggest. It's all about which club is on number 2. We know what number 2 is going to Champions League, number 3 is going to CAF Confederations Cup. It doesn't matter on whether the club have biggest fan base or is the biggest club in the country or what. It's all about the results. So they are not doing very well currently. And if you can look at for African Football League, they look at Ilentole AMA ratings, which he club that made it to the finals of Ilentole and CAF Champions League or Confederations Cup, actually Champions League before, and then that's where they take those points. Kaizer Chiefs, they are above Orlando Pirates because they once reached the final of the CAF Champions League, so they have more points compared to other clubs, not including Mamelodi Sundowns. So it's all about the results, not all about the fame or the history. No.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But he was speaking in terms of Uguti, Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates, they have like the biggest fan base. So definitely he was hoping, Uguti, if they selected 2 teams, like 2 big teams in each country, at least we would have to see, either Chiefs or the Pirates.
Yeah, it's another it's all about money.
Yeah.
Because it's not more about football in general. He knows what the more the fan base, the more the money, the more people will visit the stadiums, the more people will stream the matches. Just look at Nedbank Cup without a bigger team. Like that Nedbank Cup was...
Yeah, it was boring.
Was it Nedbank Cup or MTN 8? I think it was
MTN 8, I think. Yeah,
I think it was MTN 8. Nobody cared about that MTN 8 because no bigger club was there. So it's in terms of numbers, a lot of people, the more you need a lot of people to attend, that's where you will think about these bigger two teams, even though their results don't allow them to be there at the top. So yeah, when they looking, they look at this matter financially. They say that, okay, if Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates were there, they were going to make a lot of money in terms of streams, in terms of stadium attendance, and all
fans.
these things. But now if they can choose Stellenbosch FC to go to African Football League, who will attend, who will watch? Because they have just few supporters.
Hi, Nyaguzo, my friend. Thank you so much, Mfethu, for your insight. Ngiyabonga, Mfethu.
Danko.
Well, you've heard it, guys, from Cameroon, what his thoughts are. So I would love to get your insight now. What do you think about this whole situation? Well, this is it. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and please, I'm begging you, don't forget to like the video, and always stay tuned. I will see you soon with something new.